Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends YELENA BELOVA figure, part of the Puff Adder Build-A-Figure wave. And this has not been a very strong wave so far. There have been a couple of gems, but then a bunch of turds, and we're almost through. I think after this we only have Baron von... what's his name coming up, so that's cool. But so far it's been a kind of a dud wave. Will this figure be a dud? Not really a dud, but it's not great. There's some stuff to talk about. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Before we do anything else, you guys know I like to talk about reference images, or reference the source material, and Hasbro so kindly provided us a very nice image right here of the character, and I have to say, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that. I don't know why Hasbro refuses to make the comic book characters look like comic book characters, but like if you look, you can see her rib cage, and then it tapers in at her waist, and then her hips have some shape. You can see it right here. It's a hourglass figure, you might say, as a comic book character generally has. She has a little bit of shape at the top half of the hourglass, for lack of a better term. She's got some breasticles, some boobages. You know, it looks like a lady who's built really well, because that's how comic book characters are drawn. They're people who are built really well. This figure looks like a crappy-ass cosplay version of that. So that's just very disappointing. And you can't argue with it, because it's right there. They even showed you what's wrong with it. People like to tell me, oh, no, you're wrong. No, I'm not. It's right on the package. They provided it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a height measurement, even though they're all pretty much the same size. 6 1/4 inches, that's going to make it roughly about 15.5 centimeters, right around there. Here she is up against Darwin. He could kiss her on the forehead. That's the right size, I think. Darwin's supposed to be a lot taller, I know, but Hasbro didn't think he should have an accurate sculpt. Real quick, guys, before we get into the rest of the video, just want to mention that for the foreseeable future, I will be doing a live stream, just a hangout where you guys can talk and we can chat and you can ask me questions or whatever you want to do. Kind of like the thing we did recently, but just more casual. Once a month. It's going to be the last Saturday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just going to be a hangout. There'll be a little giveaway every time, and it'll just be for fun, just to socialize a little bit and talk action figures or whatever else you guys want to talk about. So last Saturday of every month, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be next Saturday for this month. So hopefully I'll see you there. Okay, so let's talk about the figure, but first, question of the day. Did you want a YELENA BELOVA figure, or are they just releasing this because of the inclusion in the live-action movie, or what? Is she significant in the comics? I have no idea. I know of the character, that's it. You guys can let me know if you are like really into this source material. Is she a big deal? Is she like in Secret Wars in some kind of huge way? I don't know. You guys can let me know. Okay, so it's mostly just solid black plastic with brown plastic for the belt. We have almost no paint. The only paint we have, which I have to say is nice paint. I'm nothing if not fair. The belt is painted well where there is paint. Part of the buckle is painted in each of the buckles. This one's okay down here, but both of these look goofy. That logo is nice. I'll give you that. But otherwise, the belt, the whole harness thing looks ridiculously cheap. The color plastic they used, and without putting a wash on there, like a dark brown wash would have brought it to life, they didn't do that. It looks terribly cheap. The rest of the figure, solid black plastic. And then we have the head, which is not bad. They obviously did some decent paint work for her mask thingy. I do think the mask thingy looks like it's built... It is a mask, right? I don't know that much. I could be wrong. It looks like a mask the way it's drawn, and I've seen her without it, so I don't think I'm wrong, but this looks like it's part of her head. It's like flush to her cheeks. The way she has the smirk, I'm indifferent. It's okay. Do you guys like the smirk? Let me know. Her lips are painted well. The mask is painted well. The hair is sculpted well. I like the hair sculpt, but we don't have any paint detail in there. So that's unfortunate. But that is a nice overall head, I would say. Now, as far as the body goes, like I said, it's black plastic, bare black plastic. You have a few tiny details in there. Look at the neck. There's a little bit of texturing. Hard to focus on that. There you go. See a little bit of seams and wrinkles going on. But it's not like Captain America, for instance, where he had all kinds of texture. It's just a little bit. And it is just bare black plastic. The harness looks cheap. The hair has no wash. All of the paint's right here and here. I don't think that's enough. So I'm going to say the aesthetic on this figure, including the fact that the body doesn't look anything like the character, 5 out of 10. That's generous. The little bit of paint is fairly clean. Hair is sculpted well. The rest, nowhere near worth the price point. Not even close. Alright, now as far as accessories go, you get 4 hands total. 2 trigger finger hands, 2 fist hands. 1 trigger finger hand has a vertical hinge, 1 has a horizontal hinge, so be aware of that. You get her pistol without the silencer on it. That's okay. Then you get another pistol with the silencer on it. It is not removable like on the G.I. Joe figures. It is a permanent attachment. Both guns have holes on the end, and so does this sniper rifle type gun. It looked kind of like a Dragunov, but all futuristic and comic-y. That also has a hole on the end, and that's actually got decent paint back by the stock at least, so that's kind of cool. I think the strap's a little cumbersome, but whatever, it's okay. But yeah, all the guns have the holes on the end, so you can put these reddish pink blast effects in there, or these slightly off-colored smoke effects. That's nice. I like that. I've heard different things, by the way, referring back to Orb, whether or not her blast effects and smoke effects can fit in his gun. Some people say yes, some people say no, so good luck if yours works. So accessory-wise, it's not bad. I will go 8 out of 10. It's better than most. It is not bad. Alright, now as far as articulation goes, we do have the hinge ball peg combo for the neck. So you can bring the neck all the way down in a super unrealistic, unnatural way. Can't go back because of the hair. Basically, you're going to get some rotation and just a little bit of attitude on top of that ball, but that is also unnatural because of the way they do their necks. So pretty minimal there. For the shoulders, better than horizontal. That's good. You're going to get your full rotation out of that. No bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow, a little bit better than 90. That is nice. That's where you get your bicep swivel. And then, of course, the wrists have a swivel, and I already talked about the hinges. The fists have standard horizontal hinges, only they're offset, so it's kind of weird, but whatever. Diaphragm joint is just the upper one, no lower joint, so it's a single diaphragm joint. It's acceptable, but not especially good. It's just okay. Belt is floaty, though not that floaty. It's pretty much fixed in place, especially the way they did this thigh part, so it's not really going anywhere, so we'll try both legs. Yeah, that definitely gets in the way. That belt, no bueno for the hip articulation. And the hip's not set up, isn't great anyway. And look at how gummy she is, by the way. Man, these figures, goodness gracious. Legs do kick out pretty well horizontally. By the way, she does have pinned knees, so if you wanted pinless, you don't get it. Knee joint works well enough, but not great. You do get a thigh swivel, of course. Ankles go all the way back and all the way forward. That's nice, and you get an ankle rocker, which is okay. So her articulation is passable, but not good by any means. So 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 is not particularly good, and that's unfortunate. And I'm thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, but at least the torso is new sculpt. At least the upper torso. And it's not good. The articulation's not good. Are the legs and arms new also? I don't remember somebody else having this big seam down the side. But it is pinned. If anybody knows, let me know in the comment section below. But if this is all new sculpt, then what the heck? Make it better. It's a brand new sculpt, that's not good. If it's a reused sculpt, it's still not good. But I'm thinking the arms and legs have been used before. But anyway, articulation, not good. We already talked about that. Accessories, pretty good. And aesthetic, not very good. So let's give it a final rating of, for Marvel Legends standards, I'm going to go 6. Accessories don't make a bad figure good. It's nice to have them, but the figure just doesn't look good. The head is like deceiving. It's like, oh, hey, they actually did a pretty good job. But then as soon as you look past the mask, it's really disappointing and not worth the money. So that's where I stand on it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep collecting.